What do I say when someone knocks on the bathroom door in Spain? In Spain, the handle rattle is the standard knock, and to stop this rattling immediately, you simply shout Ocupado. Ocupado is the only way to signal that the room is taken and to prevent the door from opening. The reason this video is being created is because a couple of years ago, I was at an Irish pub with my son, who at the time was about 7. And he wanted to go to the bathroom. He's at that age where every time we go out, he has to use the bathroom. And he loves handling the toilet seat with both hands and then coming back and eating his food with the same hands. So I have to accompany him to the bathroom. Now, as I was in the cubicle with him, making sure he didn't touch every single part of it with his hands, somebody came in, and as it was an Irish bar, everybody there was, British. And they started, rattling the door. And because I'd never had this sort of experience before, because I know my Spanish brain that if I'm in the bathroom, somebody comes in, even if I'm at my mate's house and he's having a party and you can hear somebody coming towards the bathroom door, you just yell, Ocupado. That's the standard phrase that every Spaniard knows and goes to when there's somebody in the toilet. We just yell, Ocupado, Ocupado. And as it was an Irish bar, I did not have in my head an equivalent, and I'd never thought about it before. And I thought, what does an English person say? And as somebody was rattling the door, and as I say, I was in there with my son, he was having a wee, the only thing that came to mind was, we're in here. And as soon as I said, we're in here, I thought, why have you just said, we're in here? That makes you sound really dubious. So afterwards, when I was back in class the following week, I asked my group of students, oh, by the way, what do you guys say when you're in the toilet and somebody's rattling the door? And my class couldn't come up with equivalent words. Some said, go away. Somebody said, just a minute, I'll be out soon. And there was all these different versions. But I realized that you guys don't have a standard go-to word. So in Spain, though, ocupado, as I've mentioned before, ocupado doesn't just used for toilet, doesn't just mean occupied. You see it on toilet doors when you fly with the Spanish company Vueling, for example. They have ocupado when it's red when somebody's in the toilet, and libre available when somebody's not in the toilet. And we use it for lots of other things as well, because it means engaged, occupied, taken, etc. You can use it for chairs, la silla está ocupada, it's taken, it's occupied. And remember, where you cannot use it, though, is if you are wanting to make small talk with a waiter and say, are you busy? You do not say, estás ocupado. We've mentioned that before. That means something totally different in Spanish. So you want to, forget using it for that. But yes, it's the standard word. If you're in the cubicle and somebody's rattling the door, and those flimsy little bar locks that you think somebody's going to, because they don't seem to stop, do they? They rattle and rattle and rattle and rattle until you say, ocupado. So ocupado for whatever word. I'm sure there's going to be underneath here lots of comments of people's versions of what they would say in the cubicles, etc.